Hi guys and welcome. I hope you're all doing fine today. We're going through the 2026 ice storm currently. It's going so far so good. But today I have a very special watch for you. Seiko Monster Prospex Save the Ocean Penguin Steps. I've owned this watch for quite some time. I've been wearing this one not as often as I would like, but this ice storm has reminded me more and more about this watch, about this beautiful dial, about this beautiful penguin steps. You can see this is the Antarctica Seiko Monster. So before we go to specifics, Seiko Monster is a very famous watch. Let's quickly go over the heritage behind the Seiko Monster. The Monster line has been one of the Seiko's most beloved dive watches for 2 decades. It's iconic for its aggressive design, crazy lume, and solid performance. And it all started in 2000s with Generation 1, the classic Monster. And then came the Generation 2 with more colors, and but same reliable old movement, 7S26. And then Gen 3 was a big upgrade with 4R36 movement with hacking and hand winding. And then finally came the Generation 4 and 4 Plus, which is the current Seiko Monster that I have right here. It's updated with the samurai style inspired cases and even more dial options. So where does this one fit in? It's part of the Seiko Prospex Save the Ocean series, a lineup where Seiko supports ocean conservation, and it also gives us these cool textures dial inspired by the marine life. So the first impressions right off the bat, of course the dial is the steal of the show. The light catches those texture waves and gives this oceanic shimmer that's just mesmerizing. The indices and hands are big and full of lume, as you see in some of my shows that I produced earlier, and as you expect from a Monster. And the case that is solid, chunky feel, and makes you feel like you're wearing a tool diver. If you like the presence of on the wrist of the big watch, this certainly delivers it. This is how it looks on my wrist. My wrist is 8 inches and it's a little bit more, 8.5 right now, I think. So for my wrist, for a big wrist, is a perfect watch. If you have a smaller one, it might be too big for you. So the case, of course, is big. It's robust and bold. It's a signature Monster trait. The bezel action is crisp with a solid 120 clicks. Nice. Lines up nicely. The bracelet it's nice for the price point, with solid end links and some micro adjustments that it has here. But this clasp is kind of flimsy, it's not solid. But it's a nice bracelet for what you're getting. They're putting the money more into the watch, into the dial. Of course, you have of date and day in these particular movements, and right now I think it's Sabbath, so it's in Spanish. You can change it, like Saturday is blue and Sunday is red, and all the other days of the week are black. And then, as you know, you can change it to Spanish or English. The movement is R46, same workhorse movement that elevated the Monster line 3. Hacking seconds, hang winding, about 41 hours of power reserve. It's not high beat movement. The case is closed. It's not open case, so nothing fancy, but it's a robust movement. So compared to the Generation 1 and Generation 2 Monster, you get a modern convenience, better lume, same bold aesthetic, and you know, this one still keeps the tool watch feel, but the dial is the one that really sets it apart from the other Monsters. See how you can see those beautiful penguin's feet. It's just amazing. It does wear bigger than the number suggests thanks to that big bolt case design, but it's not overwhelming. The lume is outstanding, so let's take a look. And I have my monitors on, so you still have some lights, but the lume is amazing on this watch. So who should buy this? If you're into bold designs, if you're into unique dials, and a watch with a real drive attitude, this is a great pick. It's especially perfect if you like something that stands out on a wrist and performs day to day, and you won't be able to do things with it, smash stuff or do heavy work. It's not a dress watch, it's a tool watch, so it expects some abuse, scratches, etc., to be used, not babied. So some pros and cons. Pros, it's amazing, save the ocean dial, rugged monster DNA, micro adjust bracelet. It's a good robust movement, and the price is pretty reasonable. I think you can find them around 500 or so, or even less. The cons, of course, it's not for the small wrists. It's a bit bulky, and it's not high-end movement, and it doesn't really have any fancy finishing, but it is a tool watch, and the money is in a dial here, of course. So overall, the Seiko Monster Prospex Save the Ocean Penguin Steps SRPG57K1 is a standout in a monster lineup. I love the dial, I love the feel, and what you can get at this price point. It's hard to beat. I've enjoyed this review. Hit like, subscribe to 5-Minute Watch Reviews, and let me know what you think about this beautiful watch. And stay safe during this storm that is all over the United States. God bless. Take care.